Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. Let's get this party started. All right. How is everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, folks. Good morning, Manuel, Rihanna, Ample IQ Johnny, Randy, Devin, Dr. Luke, excuse me, Yuri, Vernon, George, Genevieve, Dave, Frank, Julio, Scott, Ray, Alan, Harold, High Grounder. Good morning. Good morning, High Grounder. Keith, Peter. Good morning, Peter. I responded to you this morning. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Kevin, Bernie the Bear, Charlie, Tom, Dave, Lloyd, Jagger, Johnny, Santiago. Please make sure that you guys could hear me and loud enough as usual. And let me know if I'm clipping or not. I want to make sure that the sound is good. Let me just check my audio here. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, it should be good. You guys should be able to hear me okay. All right. We got Mary, we got Stan, we got Russ. Let me know if I clip. If I clip meaning too much, too loud. Mary, Stan, Russ, Catherine, Wade, Mind, Jill. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. I could really use it. Forrest, Deanna, Jody, John, Steve, Todd, Arnulfo, Flying, Ronan. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sherman, NMD Sandy, good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday to you too. Walter, we got Eagle Beagle in the house. I was thinking about you, Eagle Beagle, yesterday. I was thinking about you right at the market close. You've been with me for a few years now. Love it. Love it. And I hope mom is doing well. Hopiamatic, Don, Brian, Patty. We got a lot of people here is what we got. Let me, I don't want to rush. We got Don, Brian, Patty, Afadias. Good morning, Afadias. From Italy. Oh, my. We got Nathan. Good morning, Nathan. It's almost time for the live event. Looking forward to seeing you again. Bobby, Illinois grain farmer. Good to see you, too. Good to see you here. Don, happy Friday the 13th. You too, Don. Charlie, My Trades is here. And if anybody here is new, welcome. And don't be shy. Say hello. I promise. I'll just say hello back. Little George, Gregory, John, Scott. Good morning, Scott. David, Wesley, George, Gregory, Jeff, Ernest, Rock, Ladorsky, Javad, Richard, Greg, Henry, Cheese Gray Trader. Good morning. Moondog, I'm glad you're at the gym. I went for my physical yesterday. Had to give blood. John, Steve, Jonathan, Harry, James, Daryl, Jill. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Craig, Moondog, Charlie, Jerry, Carlos. Good morning. Good morning, Carlos. Good to see you. Jim, Afadias, Dave. Good. Victor, Rock, Randy. Excellent. Thank you. Anne, we got John, Vernon. We got Richard. We got Duff. We got Ivan, Kevin, James. Two different people, just Jason, Captain Beef. Good morning, Captain Beef. I responded to your email this morning, too. I was up early this morning. Good morning, William. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Shamens. We got Minnesota Matt. We got I Want to Go Fast. Not in this market. We got Ralph. We got Peanut. We got Gino. Stock Upriser. I like that. We got Steve. We got Sin. We got Mark, Santiago, Archie, Mark, Duff, Richard. We've got Kirk, Eves, Stacy. And if I'm mispronouncing any of your names, I do apologize. We got RSDS Shekhar here. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Brian, good morning to you. Kirk. We got a lot of people here. And if I miss somebody, I do apologize. We got James, Roger, Jason. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Bull Rider. And happy Friday. I'm a little, not really down. I'm just disappointed in myself. Today's the 13th. Today would have been 5 months that I went in the pit without a losing trade. But I took a losing trade yesterday. I guess the numbers caught up with me. I couldn't get it beyond 4 months and 29 days without a losing trade in the pit. And I had a losing trade. I don't feel too bad considering what the market's been doing in the last several weeks. I don't really feel bad about it, but I feel actually pretty good about it. But it's disappointing. I wanted to send you guys a note saying 5 months without an official losing trade in the pit. But listen, we plan, God laughs, right? That's how the balls bounce. Good morning, Richie. Good to see you, Penny. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I took a loser in GE yesterday. It was my first official losing trade, and we do a lot of bonus trades, but official losing trade in 5 months in the pit. It was a great winning streak, 4 months and 29 days or something like that. But it is what it is, you know. Listen, what are you going to do? You know, you got to have a loser sometimes, right? Listen, if I can have an active trading program, and if I can have a loser every 5 months, I think people would be very happy. Let's just leave it at that. Good morning, Eduardo. Good morning. Yeah, no, of course not. Of course, nothing is 100%. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. And by the way, it's not a folks, don't get caught up. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, but don't get caught up in the number of winners. Get caught up in your risk to reward ratio. Okay, that's the key. Oh, I don't. It's Gregory. It's I don't. I don't take these things personally. It's just upsetting. That's all. Yeah, you're right, Trader Momo. I could turn it around in 4 months and 29 days. Anyway, I had a loser in the pit, you know, mea culpa. That's what it is. But think about the market conditions we've been right in. I mean, oh my God. Oy vez mir. Gregory, Fred, good morning to you. Cam, good morning to you. How did you have blood to give? How did you test? I've been bleeding for days, almost bled out. Oh, Sandy, this is just yeah, exactly. Minnesota Matt is right. Process is key. Process. Just follow the process. Okay, let's focus on this and let's talk about everything. And before we get too deep, maybe Cam and Gustavo can tell us what they have on their agenda today. We had a really good session yesterday. Talked about the A line. Today, I'm going to talk about option spreads, and stealth surge. That's combining A line with seasonality. Okay. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. People are very happy. I'm not. I just, I expect a lot from myself. I'm my worst critic. So here's the link for the VIP room where we'll be talking about options and option spreads. Now, folks, a lot of you send me emails saying, Roger, this option is too expensive. How do I make it cheaper? I'm going to answer that question for you. Well, Roger, I'm not in stealth surge. I'm in high flyers. I don't care. Well, no, actually, high flyers wouldn't apply. That's stocks. But I'll show you how to turn any option today into cheaper. In other words, let's say an option is $2,000. I'll show you how you could do it for $500. That's the purpose of debit spreads, to cut down on your risk and cut down on your expense when you place a trade. So I'll be talking about that today. Of course, Jack, of course. I can't blame it on Matt. He doesn't touch the pit. Pit is all mine. Nobody comes into the pit except for me, Dove. Matt has never once placed a trade in the pit. That's Uncle Roger. The only one that's allowed to place trades in the pit is me. You didn't too much downtime when most people is running out. Yeah, probably. Probably right, Adam. And I'm human. Yeah, that is right. Of course. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not really, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal for me personally, but I mean, as far as the trading thing, you will have losers. All right. So that's the agenda today for VIP room. I'm going to talk about stealth surge and credit debit spreads. Here's Telegram channel where I'll start posting some goodies in just a few minutes. Okay. Yes, folks, debit spreads are very, very important, and seasonality is very important. We're going to talk about that today. All right. And here is, make sure you bring your notepad. I'm going to give you a lot of good stuff. Well, Jill, you're right. Actually, you're right, Jill. Jill got me. It is Clyde that handles the pit. You're right. I'm just, let's blame everything on Clyde. I'm just the backup man. Okay. Here, and look at Clyde this morning. He's upset about Adobe missing earnings. Look at that. He's very upset. Very, very upset. Operation Fury. But you're right, Jill. You're right. I'll give that to you. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Lloyd. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get into the important stuff. Good morning, Becky. Let's get into the nitty gritty. First things first, if you guys are just coming in here right now, please, please, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Go to this gearbox right now and make sure you're not on auto like I am, okay? Right here and go to 1080, okay? Real important. Real important. 1080. But Jill is right. Let's blame it on Clyde. All right. And if you guys don't mind, give us a thumbs up. We now have 32,500 people. We have 10,000 new subscribers, 9,800 new subscribers over the last week. So please say hello to everybody. If you're new, good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. I usually don't spend so much time in the pre-show before I get into it, but it is Friday, and we did take a loss. Oh, I hope so, Kirk. I hope so. Our win rate is now 94.5%, and I'm trying to get to 96%, like it's going to make any difference in my life. All right, folks, NASDAQ is bouncing pretty good. This is beyond random. The Dow is up 200 points. This is really nice. I don't know if this is going to be sustainable, but this is really, really nice. You're right, Vernon. He gets no respect. As far as Fed data, folks, we have GDP today at 8:30. Now, this is the second revision, so the number's not going to be as intense, but I am going to put my I have the bond market here, and the bond market, you could see here, the bonds have been selling off for the last 20 minutes on volume, actually. There's some volume here. They've been selling off a little bit. I mean, you don't need a lot of volume to have high volume candles at night, but they've been selling off on some pressure here. The news will come out in about 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes. We also have jolts this morning. Hey, Sylvia. Goose, good morning to you. I Truly Steely, good morning. Good morning. Joe, good morning. Folks, if you see new names here, we have over the last week, we've grown our channel by 29%. So we're going to have a lot of new people in here over the next month or two. It usually takes about 90 days for people to feel really cozy, warm, and fuzzy with me. So give people about 3 months, 2, 3 months, and then you'll start seeing their names more and more and more. All right, Mia's here with me. She's comforting me after yesterday's loss in GE, right, Mia? Such a sweet girl. Okay, so we got jolts today and we got GDP. Now remember, this is going to be a second revision, and I'm actually looking more towards. Well, I'm actually looking at both of them, but let's see what the number is, and more importantly, how the market reacts to it. Hey, Wayne, Tony, Rock. Good morning, Mark. Good morning. Good morning, Turkey. When do you expect to have losing trades? I don't, Turkey. I don't have a lot of losing trades. I really don't. But they happen sometimes, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's just, cost of doing business. In the small cap, I have losers all the time. That's the kind of, but we have a 1.88 profit factor there. It's not always about the winners, folks. I want you guys to know something. What I'm probably doing is not healthy right now because I'm putting a lot of emphasis on winners. And I want to be honest with you, folks. I know traders who have a win rate of 40%, but they make a lot of money on their winners, and they cut their losers really, really quickly. There's a dynamic between that, and I'll talk about that sometimes. But it's not all about winners. It's about how much money you make over time. Okay, that's really the key. But I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Only Clyde and Mia are perfect. All right. US dollar is going higher. We broke out of this range. This is telling me that the war is not ending anytime soon because this is inflationary, and we're obviously seeing inflation. We're obviously seeing inflation. Thank you, Tony. We are seeing inflationary price action right here. This is not good. I'm just being honest with you. This is not good for the economy. Bond market. And again, this is inflationary. Remember, folks, when bonds go, good morning, Dino. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, folks. Remember, bonds going down means yield, interest rates going up, and there is an inverse 180%. 180. It's almost exact. So long bonds, your mortgage payments, adjustable mortgage payments, loan payments, business payments, credit card payments. Don't get me started. I'm really pissed off about credit card payments. I think that one thing our president said that I really agree with is these credit card companies should really, I mean, they're crooks, okay? That's the nicest way I could say it. Um, this is really bad. This is not good. This is not helping us. And this is not helping us at all, okay? Good morning, Kurt. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, crude oil. Crude oil went a little bit higher, but now it's in range. That's probably because the stock market's a little stronger. Again, keep your eye on crude oil and this line right here. I don't know why my box is not there, but I'm going to put that box in there again. Right here. We need to get out of this range. We need to get here. Folks, nothing good will happen. And I'm going to keep repeating this every morning, just like I did when SMH was below 265. Nothing good will happen till crude oil gets above 75, 76 and stays here. We need to get on this side of the fence right here. Okay? This is the best gauge. This and this. For those of you who don't want to look at crude oil, futures, if you're not comfortable with futures, feel free to use this ticker symbol, okay? USO. Feel free to use this ticker symbol, okay? USO. All right. If again, I like to use the futures, especially in the morning when stocks are not open yet. But you can use the ticker USO. It's a proxy for the futures contract. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys understand that. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Gold market. Gold is still in this range, folks. I know I'm going to get some emails. Roger, why is gold going down? It really isn't. It's still staying in this range. Anything above this black line is in range. This is just it's still moving very slowly, but it's moving in the right direction. If you want, well, assuming you're bullish, but it's not really breaking down. It's gotten a little choppy, but in light of what we're seeing right now, this is pretty normal. My only concern would be if gold started breaking this area right here. That level is 4864. That's where the VWAPs are, around the 4800 level. Now, you may want to, yeah, Diamond Jen, natural gas is more indirect right now. He promised it, Ron, and I'd love that. I'd love to hold him to it, man. I think credit card companies are just, I think it's the biggest scam, okay? I think it's like they don't need to be charging us 20 something percent. Yeah. All of the hour change keeps messing with me here in Europe. Oh, I bet Belfast, John. I actually, it's funny. I went to Germany last summer and I found like when our market opens around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Don't quote me on the exact time. I actually found it pretty good because that's like my quiet time between 4 and 6. My wife leaves me alone during 4 and 6. I usually stop right when the market closes and I chill for 2 hours and then I have dinner. So it's actually a pretty good time to trade. So next time I go to Europe, I'll actually be trading and I'll be doing live stuff with you guys. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay. Bitcoin is still consolidating. I know a lot of folks are looking for it to break out. And by the way, this does look like a bottom to me, but we need to get above the 80,000 level. So crude oil, just to review, crude oil, we want to see it below 77. Okay. The bond market, we want the bond market TLT above 88. We want US dollar actually to come back to like 98. That would be ideal. And gold is doing fine. Bitcoin is doing fine. Bitcoin needs to break above 78, 80,000 around there, 78 to 80,000 to really start moving. And China is, we called it right. It's not a V bounce. It's just a consolidation near this level. And I guess China's taking it under the chin as well right now. Dave says, I read that Bank of America is offering a new credit card at 10%. They said they're using it to look good, but it still hold all other outrage. It still look good, but still hold all others at Huh. That's interesting. Dave, please keep me posted on that if you don't mind, okay? Please keep me posted on that. I'm curious how that's going to work. I mean, I imagine everybody's going to switch to that credit card. Yeah, let me know. That's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And folks, if you're just coming in here, please give us a thumbs up and give us a like. It increases our viewership. I run no, yeah, me either, Eagle Beagle. I have no credit card debt. No, I don't use credit cards at all. I pay them off every month. I use them. I use tons of credit cards and I pay them off every month. Okay. Momentum levels. Well, actually, before we get into momentum levels, catalysts. Let's talk about catalysts. Yeah, there you go, Santiago. There you go. How's the weather, by the way, in Portugal? It must be lovely right now. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. And if you're new here, please say hello to everybody, okay? Please say hello. By the way, we got bond news coming out in about 7 minutes, and the bond market is coming off. You got some support over here. Got a little support here, but let's keep an eye on 86.65 level, okay? 86.65 level for now. Okay. All right. All right. There's Minnesota Matt. There's Charlie coming in hot. Fed data. Yeah, obviously Fed data. Infotech. Yes, obviously Infotech, Oracle. Consumer discretionary. Yes. Mags. I'm not seeing Mags over 1% or below 1%. Maybe I'll take another look right now, but I didn't see any big movement in Mags. Crude oil, Fed data. You guys got it right. Charlie, Minnesota Matt. You guys are saying the same thing, except for one thing. Except for Mags. I don't really see Mags doing anything right now. Let's see. They're pretty quiet right now. Good morning, Jeremiah. Hey, Ample Johnny. Uh, yeah, it adds up a lot. Yeah, keep me posted. Keep me posted on that Bank of America thing. Belfast John says Infotech Consumer Discretionary Fed Energies. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful, Santiago. Beautiful. Oh, I love Portugal. Love Portugal. Yeah, you got everything right. I don't think Mags. Let me see. Amazon, Tesla, mm, Intel. Not really seeing anything crazy here. I don't see anything on Mags. Let's see if there's anything here on Mags. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, not really seeing Google. Let's take a look at Google. Nah, no, Mags are not really doing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mags. I'm not seeing anything crazy on Mags. I'm not seeing anything crazy on Mags. Okay, you guys got everything right except you guys got it all right. You guys got Fed data, Infotech, Energies, obviously, Energies, crude oil, Fed data, consumer discretionary, and yes, war. You guys got it right. You guys got it right. Sandy says credit cards great for fly. That's what my wife uses. That's exactly what she does, Sandy. That's her MO. She uses them and she gets miles. She uses them. That's how she flies. She hasn't spent money on miles in years. Rebounding slightly from yesterday's sharp losses as oil prices retreated. Investors await a flurry or fury of U.S. economic data, particularly GDP. That's coming out in about 4 minutes. There's little indication that the conflict in the Middle East is nearing de-escalation on its 14th day, which is 100% true. Remember, volatility and crude oil need to break down. All right, um, volatility is not breaking down, and crude oil, my friends, is not coming down either. The two best indications of when this is really going to be over is when crude oil is right here and when VIX is below 20. I've been saying that for several days now. Okay. Let's see. Meta's down 0.98 right now, not even 1%, Ralph. And Tesla is up. I don't care about dollar value. Okay. Uh, Ralph, not how many dollars it's down, what percentage it's down. Percentage. I could show you a $1,000 stock that's down 50 points right now. I want to know what percentage it's down. Okay. Folks, don't look at what number, how many dollars it's up or down. Look at the percentage it's up or down. Okay. Really good with their reward program. Cards are clean of charge if you pay on time and offer zero promotions. I don't have any Bank of America. I have Chase and Wells Fargo cards and American Express. Okay. So, yeah, there's Iran's new supreme leader, from what I understand, the new supreme leader is like in a coma right now, right? With a leg missing. I don't think he's doing so well. Price of crude oil fell 2%. U.S. temporarily lifted sanctions on Russian oil. Already, it's seen an effort to expand available crude oil supply. The Trump administration is also reportedly preparing to waive a century-old maritime law that mandates the use of American vessels to transport goods between U.S. ports. That's good. That's really good. Yesterday we had chip stocks and mags that were we didn't have a nice day yesterday. I'm not going to get through this with you, but basically most of the mags were down. Bank stocks limited their withdrawals after Morgan Stanley, Cliffwater limited withdrawals from their credit funds. Now, folks, listen to me and listen to me good. You see this right here? Bank stocks, Morgan Stanley limited withdrawals from their mutual funds, credit funds. If we see this continuing, the market is going to crash. Now, what are the odds of this continuing? Very, very small. Very, very small. Markets crash when we have credit crunches, not wars. If we see other banks are limiting withdrawal, not mutual funds, banks are starting to limit withdrawals, monkey business with small banks closing downs, that's what causes markets to crash and panic. Credit crunches. So far, we don't have a credit crunch. It's just this one fund. That doesn't mean anything. But I don't want this to become a pattern, okay? I don't want this to become a pattern. But I want you guys to understand something. Market crashes are caused by credit crunches, not by wars. Wars don't cause credit crunch. Don't cause corrections. CF Industries, we had this in the pit, by the way. Thank you, Richie. It was actually Richie gave me this trade. We made good money on it yesterday. We closed it out. Mosaic also did the same thing. They're going up because there's disruption to shipping for fertilizers. If you didn't get out of this day before yesterday, you got out of it yesterday and you made even more money. Uh, everyone to take on 3 additional use credit card back to writing checks. Yep. Yep. The Labor Department reports on Thursday that the number of Americans filing for, let me put back bond market, filing for jobless claims fell by one. This number's been in the low 200,000s for as long as I can remember. January housing starts rose to 11-month high. That's really, really good. I don't know what's behind this, but that's weird. Building permits fell to a 5-month low. So this is really weird. You got housing starts making an 11-month high, but permits falling to a 5-month low. So it looks like the houses that they've started already are doing well, but they're being cautious about it going forward. That's my best estimate there. Yeah, it was, Richie. It was a great trade. Thank you. Great trade. Great trade. Okay. Trump administration has launched its first of several trade probes, paving the way of new levies to replace those that were struck down. Remember I told you, and I don't want to get into it because I don't want to get 100 people pissed off, but remember I told you, and I said this at least 100 times, that none of the tariffs have become official with any of the countries, that nothing has been signed. Now, all the countries like China, Europe, Japan, they're all trying to renege right now because there is no tariffs. The Supreme Court overruled it. So US is now trying to cover their ass and say, hey, we had an agreement. We had an agreement. No, we didn't. They never signed anything. China, European Union, Japan, all of that time we wasted, all of that for the last year, all went to shit. Okay. And do you guys remember I told you that none of the countries signed trade agreements with us? Those trade agreements are about this fat. We never signed anything officially with any country. Okay. By the way, GDP came out. Bond market is going up really good right now. Let's see. GDP. Let's see. Quarter over quarter annual rate. Ooh, we're slowing down. Personal consumptions, we're definitely slowing down. We're definitely slowing down. Both numbers weaker than expected. We're definitely slowing down. The bond market likes these numbers. Stock market likes these numbers. Okay, bond market's going up on volume. This is good right here. And by the way, there's that low that I drew for you. Bond market's moving up on volume. Okay, moving up on volume. This is good. Lower than expected. That means nobody's going to be lowering rates anytime soon. Nice, nice. Once you have been here for a while, you will not care as much about credit score. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Uh, all right, let's continue. Let's continue. So the number came out pretty good. The number came out pretty good. Trump administration, U.S. core personal. So again, this is becoming a big problem again because we don't have a signed tariff agreement with any country. All that stuff, all those negotiations, all that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna raise this. I'm gonna lower that. It all went down to shit. Right here. Right here. Right there. You see that, folks? And I told you that that was going to happen a year ago. Okay. U.S. personal consumption expenditures, which will be released in a couple of hours. This will be interesting to see what that number will be. That comes out at 8:30, but that's a delayed number. That's a delayed number. It's not going to have as much of an impact. Yeah, it's a delayed number. All right. U.S. Commerce Department, second estimate, fourth quarter domestic product will be monitored today. That's what they're looking at. JOLTS will be reported. JOLTS gets reported at 10 a.m. So we got a little bit to go. Hey, Ski Burns, IJS 352. Good morning, Alan. Good morning. All right, let's continue. U.S. durable goods, core durable goods. Data will come in today. U.S. Michigan consumer sentiment will be released today. I can't wait to see consumer sentiment. That all comes out at 10 a.m. So far, the bond market is going up really nicely, which is really good for us. Europe is down only 21 this morning. Sentiment remains downbeat after the ongoing conflict with the Middle East. Economically sensitive bank stocks sank on Friday, also undermined by signs of strain in private credit market. Mining, construction, and auto stocks also fell. Those deals are all circling the toilet. You're right. Exactly what Eagle Beagle just said. All the deals that he made. I'm not talking about this new one. I'm talking about all those deals that he's been making with all those foreign countries. There's no deals, folks. You guys know that, right? There's no deals. Zero deals. Zero deals. China closed lower today, tracking declines in regional peers as investors remain wary. But meanwhile, all that money that we paid in tariffs, we're not getting it back. Thank you, President. Wary of risks from the Middle East conflict heading into the weekend. Yeah, China's not doing well. Japan closed lower today, tracking overnight losses on Wall Street as the Middle East conflict continues. The Nikkei came off the session lows after U.S. issued second temporary waiver permitting purchase of Russian oil. That's good. Yep, nothing is signed. Nothing is signed. That's nice, Cam. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, nothing was signed with any country. As I told you, those contracts are this fat and they take years to make. All those we have an agreement. We have an agreement. You don't have anything. You have an agreement to agree on an agreement. Google mags are not really doing anything. Citi upgraded transport stock. That's good. Very, very good. Adobe is not doing well. Their CEO is stepping down. Thank God. He didn't do them any favors. This is not going to reflect well on technology today, although I love the bond market. That's going to help us. Ulta sank 8%. This is not good for consumer discretionary. Ladies don't like to buy makeup when inflation comes. It's a fact. They're not going to make a deal now. Of course not. Of course. Exactly. All pledges, nothing signed. Exactly. S slid over 5%. Cybersecurity company provided the disappointing guidance. So the earnings are coming out okay, but the bond market is rallying right now. This is really, really good. Let's see what the SPY is doing. SPY is not really doing much. The market's not really reacting to this at all. Look at that. Nice bond move right here. Stocks are not really reacting as of yet. Okay. Let's move into the fun stuff. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, Please, I'm about to get into charts. Please make sure you're watching a 1080p. 1080p right here. Mm, yeah, me too, Brad. I'm waiting for my check too. And give us a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Okay? Give us a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. All right. Let's get into stock market. So we've spent about 35 minutes talking about the big picture. We've been circling the bar. We've been circling the bar a few times. Now let's go into the bar and let's see what's there. That bond market's really coming up. That's good. Really, really good. Okay. How many stocks are breaking down? 690. Red flag. Red flag. Momentum levels are getting too extended to the downside again. Uncle Roger's going to pose this for you. Momentum levels are getting too bearish. I'm going to post this for you right now. You better have your Telegram. Over almost 700 stocks making 20-day lows, making that level is big and usually bounces. Remember right here, look what happened. Look, 589, next day 186. Now we're in 690. We're overdue for a bounce. Okay. Somebody said bonds are not rallying, they're doing nothing. Who is this? STH? Do you call this not doing anything, my friend? Maybe uh who is this telling me this? STH bout bonds are not rallying. What does this look like to you? What does this look like to you, my friend? Does this not look like a rally to you? Right here? No, not no rally. They just went from their lows to overnight highs in the last 12 minutes. Please, if you're going to comment, make sure you got it right, okay? Bonds are bonds are going bonds are going straight up. Literally, straight up. Look at that. Please put on the glasses, okay? STH, put on the glasses, my friend. Bonds are going straight up in real time. Okay. So 20-day breakdown right there. All right. This is a little too much. It's getting ahead of itself. All right. Am I posting it? Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't. I posted it in the wrong Telegram, but that's okay. It's fine. I'll post it in the right Telegram. Thank you for telling me. Uh, Too many stocks making 1 month low. We are due for a little bounce. There we go. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. Yeah, look at bonds. Bonds are not going anywhere. I mean, what are you, insane? Look at this. Not going anywhere. Yeah, yeah. Folks, bonds are not going anywhere. No, no, no. This is nothing, right? Oh boy. Okay. What about sectors? Let's look at sectors. Do we still have clarity on sectors? Let's see. No, we don't. Look where semiconductors. It was up here. Now it's coming down. Technology's here. Bitcoin's here. But you have communications here. You have consumer discretionary now here. You have retail here. Shake and bake. We have a shake and bake. We have fragmentation. Nothing really there. Okay? Nothing really there. Okay. Okay. Sorry, folks. Matt's posting me some code. Oh, you posted it 5 minutes ago. I got you. I got you. Yeah, they're moving up now. They're uh they're really moving up. And by the way, they've been moving up now for 15 minutes. Each bar is 5 minutes. That's a 15-minute move right there. So just FYI. Okay. All right. Put the call ratio peaked out yesterday and now is back in the safety zone. This means we're expecting upside. This is overextended to the downside. This is moving to the upside. Let me send this for you. Your put buyers got ahead of themselves yesterday. Put buyers got ahead of themselves yesterday. Call buyers starting to step in a bit. Okay, I posted this for you. Ivan says, when you have a chance, how do you feel about Tesla? Give me a minute. I'll take a look at it. Just give me a minute. What about volatility? What did I tell you guys? Till we are down here, nothing good is going to happen. We have a long ways to go, but we're moving in the right direction at least. Here. Volatility needs to trade down here. Volatility has okay. Needs to be right here for this war to be over. Okay? Needs to be right here for the war to be over. Right here. It looks like the tariffs ended up being another remember the wall of Mexico? That's what these tariffs are ending up being. But here's the thing. I told you that a year ago. A year ago. A year ago. Okay. Okay. S&P 500, we're up 0.46. Something tells me that the S&P wants to kiss the 200-day moving average. Now, I'd love to see a bottom here, but I'm not so convinced. We're only at 0.44. Like to see a bottom here. If we don't see a bottom here, we are going to tag the 200. Let me post this for you. Here, let me post this for you. SPY needs to rally hard or we test the 200-day line ASAP. Okay? Then passed. Roger's teaching changed the family financial future. He gave me the greatest retirement job ever. Oh, thank you, Eagle Beagle. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Very nice of you, man. Thank you. Very nice of you. Okay. 1 second. 1 second, folks. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Oh, Matt already saw it. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to do a couple of things. Matt asked me to help him with something. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. QQQ. QQQ. QQQ looks like it wants to test or it's already close to the 200, but this is still consolidating, still remaining in a chop. I'm hoping that we don't break this trend. Let me post this for you. We don't want QQQ to break this consolidation. Otherwise, we kiss the 200-day average. Not good. Okay. Starting to come off some news. That's good. All right. That's good. Mags, mega caps. We don't want to break below 60. Let me point this to you. Let me post this for you. I'm posting this in Telegram right now. We don't want to break this level. 60, yeah. We don't want mags to break below 60. I'm posting this for you guys. By the way, here is my Telegram channel where I will be doing seasonality and debit spreads today. Here's the Telegram channel. And here is Customer Service Live. Cam and Gustavo show. He's working Hopium. He's a physicist. He does trading seasonally. And okay, RSP, we are below the 100-day moving average. If we can't stay here, we're going down to the 200. Let me post this for you. Again, folks, what I'm saying may not be pleasant to hear, but it's reality. If equal weighted SPY does not hold here, it will kiss the 200-day line below it. Right now, it's making friends with the 100-day line. This is the 100-day line. This is the 200-day line. I posted this for you in the Telegram channel. Okay? Okay. Chips. Chips broke the 50-day moving average. The 100-day is up next. If we can't come up here in the next couple of days, we're going to kiss the 100-day. I need to post this for you as well. I'm not leaving today. Today's my last day working from home, so I'm not in a rush, so I could spend a little more time with you guys. If SMH doesn't go back up ASAP, it's going to kiss the 100-day line below it. Again, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just telling you, I'm just reading the charts. And QQQ looks like if it doesn't hold right here, it's going to kiss the 200. Let me post that for you too. And then we'll get into intraday levels, overnight levels, I mean. Okay. If the current level on small caps doesn't hold, we are going to kiss the 200-day line below. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys, okay? And by the way, here is the link to the video that's being recorded right now in real time that you are all watching. So if you want to review something, you could review it right there. Okay? All right. I'm Kathy, I'm not talking about politics at all. I'm talking about the charts. Uh, I'm not really saying anything political here. I'm talking about the 200-day moving average, Kathy, just FYI. Okay, let's talk about overnight levels. All right, let's talk about overnight levels. Yeah, Moondog, let's forget about Congress, impeachment. Let's talk about levels on the SPY. All right, please, let's. The only time I mention politics is if it's relevant to the news. If it's not relevant to the news, then you're not going to hear me talk about it. Let's start with the bond market. Okay. All right. I got you, Kathy. I got you. Yeah, let's just stick to the markets. Okay, here are levels on the bonds. I'm putting them in the Telegram channel for you guys. Bond levels overnight via TLT. There you go. Let's do SPY levels, shall we? These are my SPY levels from yesterday. These are the levels that I gave you yesterday, okay? Let's change them. Okay, there's the change. That's it. That's the only change I'm making. You saw how big of a change I made? I went from here to here. Okay, that's the change on the SPY. My levels work really well. No change, basically. SPY levels, one minor change from yesterday levels. Okay. Here. There you go. That's the SPY. One change from yesterday. I just took this, went from here to here. That's my change right there, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Let's do QQQ. Huh. Okay, here we have to make some changes. Okay, here we make a change. And that's about it. One change right here. Just one change. Okay, let me post these for you. QQQ levels, one change from yesterday's levels. Okay, let's do SMH now. Woo, look at that. Let's make that change. There's that change. And I have to add one more right here. Yeah, that's perfect. And that's it. And I'm sticking to it. So as you could see, most of the levels have not been changed. Um, folks, please, folks, let's not talk dictate. Let's just focus on the market, okay? My only political comment based on what I read, and I only talk about stuff that's on the cover of bar chart, is that we don't have an agreement on tariffs with any country, and U.S. is going to start investigating. I don't know what they're going to start investigating, but that's, and no surprise there. SMH levels. That's it. That's the only thing I said. There's no need to run with it. Okay, there's SMH levels for you. Now, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at today. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. Hey, Hawkeye, good to see you. Sylvia, Kevin, Kathy, Moondog, Ralph, Sylvia, good morning, everybody. Good morning, and happy Friday. Happy Friday. To be honest with you, I can't. Okay, just telling my wife how much I miss her already. Um, she takes very good care of me. Okay, levels. Oh yeah. So look, I want to show you guys something. Now, look, I want to show you this. Please take this very, very seriously, what I'm going to show you right now, okay? It's one thing me telling you a conclusion, but it's one thing me showing you this, okay? These are stocks making 52-week highs. These are stocks making 20-week highs. These are stock making 90-day highs. I want to just show you something. There's 42 stocks making 52-week highs right now, okay? Hey, Richie. I mean, not Richie. Hey, Richard from Puente Gorda. Good to see you here. I hope your health keeps improving. Naples fan. Hello there. Hawkeye. Good morning. Eagle Beagle. I'll take a look at Netflix and Amazon and Tesla in a few minutes if you guys just wait. Yeah, let's stay focused on making money. Okay. So here's what I wanted to show you. There's 42 stocks making 52-week highs. Energy, 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 energy. energy, basic materials, CF. Basic materials meaning stuff related via energy. Same thing as this for fertilizers, basic materials. I don't know what Fastly does, actually. Let me take a look at Fastly. I should probably know what they do, right? What do they do? Software. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Software, natural gas, supermarkets, natural gas, oil, oil, um, basic materials, oil, oil, restaurant. Uh, my point here is 90% of all of these stocks breaking out, okay, are all energy related or gas related or crude oil related or fertilizer related. 42 stocks. I haven't given you my list yet. You'll see on my list that I've done the best job possible. My point is, look at 27 stocks making not a lot of momentum, but the only momentum you're seeing is caused by energy, uh, Kroger, energy, utilities, energy, natural gas, energy, utilities, energy. You guys see the point I'm making? The only thing that's driving anything up, and there's not that many, is energy and energy related stocks. So we got to be really, really, really careful. Yes, CFang, and I go over how to trade those levels in the VIP room almost every day. Folks, it seems like a lot of you don't go to my VIP room. It's free and it's noon and it's recorded. And here's the link for it. And it starts at noon today. Okay. Okay. So I wanted you to understand there's not a lot of stocks breaking out right now. Okay. Okay. There's plenty of stocks breaking down, but there's not a lot of stocks breaking up. So let me show you the stocks that are on my watch list for the long side. There's only four of them. Okay. SO, that's a utility stock making all time highs or swing highs. Energy stock. Now I picked COP. You could throw a stone and you're not going to be wrong. I just happened to pick this one because I like how it looks, but it doesn't have to be COP. It could be Exxon, it could be Chevron, it could be a gazillion other energy stocks. I just happened to pick this one. I just wanted to give you one energy stock. Then we have Kroger, the supermarket stock, right? And then we have a restaurant supply stock, which I have no idea why this is going up, but it is. Those are the only four stocks on my long list. Okay. Those are the only, those are the only, um, those are the only four stocks on my long list. And I wanted you to understand how I came up with them. And I wanted you to understand that basically there's nothing really moving up. But out of all the stocks that are moving up, the great majority of them are energy stocks. Like Devon also looks good. It doesn't have to be COP. It could be Devon. Oxy looks good. CTRA looks good. I like this one, but you could have picked this one, this one. You could have picked this one here. They all look great. And they're all going to do the same thing. So I just wanted to give you one so nobody comes to me and says, well, Roger, how come you're not giving us at least one energy stock? But I'm telling you right now that the only four stocks on my list is a utility stock, an energy stock, a supermarket stock, and another supermarket supplier. I just don't have a lot of stock. Okay. Now, let me give you the short side. Short side looks very plentiful, very, very plentiful. AAL, plenty of stocks to the short side. AAL, Sophie, bank stock. Financials are in the crapper. Sophie, Rocket. And if I'm going too fast, just ask me to slow down or repeat. I have my list here. I don't mind repeating it. Nike, consumer stock. BX, another financial stock. Blackstone. Financials are really in the crapper right now. Lyft. I would imagine that people are economy with energy prices going up, Lyft coming down. Um, it needs a hair lower. Let's see how Uber is doing. I haven't even looked at Uber, just out of curiosity. Yeah, not so good either. It's got up to about 69 here. Okay. That wasn't on my list. That's just something I wanted to look at. KKR. I do got to get out of here. KKR. Um, Roblox. Actually, I put a little circle by this one. I really like this one a lot today. Roblox. Oops, Roblox. There we go. Roblox. I like this one a lot. Let me just take a look. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Um, Qualcomm. Qualcomm. Also, I like this one for a short. KSS, consumer stock, below the 200-day moving average with volume. Not a good look. Macy's, another one. Just broke the 200-day moving average. All right. GTLB. Wow, look at this trend. Nice continuation trend. You want me to look at MO real quick? I'll take a look. It looks like it's starting to come up. I'll put it on my list. It doesn't look bad. It looks like it could be forming an A line soon here. MO. See, look, let me show you something. This is the lesson I was giving you yesterday. Let me show you. Let me show you something real quick. It'll take a second to show you this. Okay, here we go. So look, MO. How do you know if MO is ready? Okay, look, you take the anchored VWAP, you put it right here at the highest bar. And that's telling us that this is actually ready to go right here. Anything above here, that means all of these people here are starting to make money again. My only concern is this big bar. I'd like to see it get above this level right here, above 68. Above 68, it's a go. Needs to get back above here. Just FYI. Huh, my wife says traffic is so bad right now because of the thing. And then you guys wanted me to take a look at you wanted me to take a quick look at Tesla and Netflix. Netflix looks like it wants to come down here and start filling in this gap. And Tesla is doing nothing. Tesla is just sitting right at the 200-day moving average. If it breaks the 200, we're going to come down. Yeah, you don't really have anything here, but we're sitting right at the 200-day moving average. There's a lot of support here. Okay? Nvidia? No. Nvidia's pinched right now. Folks, you should start being able to see this stuff pretty clearly. All right, here's the deal. Here's the link to the show. If you missed any part of it, you can watch the replay. I just posted this. Here is my Zoom room where I'll be talking about seasonality and debit spreads today. You guys really need to hear this. It's going to be very important. Telegram channel. Here's a link to the Telegram channel where I'm posting all of these things for you in real time. And here's a link to Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, where they will give you real value today if you go there for questions. I get a lot of questions. What about this? What about that? Cam and Gustavo show. Folks, have a great weekend, and I'll see you at noon. And I'll post this video also in YouTube in case you missed it, okay? Here. Link to review the pre-morning watch, pre-morning video in case you missed it. Okay? I posted it in Telegram too. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I hope I didn't offend anybody. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys later. I'll be around all day today. I'll be in this chair, okay, till the market closes. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. And again, I'm mourning the the GE trade that we lost one day before having 5 months without any losers in the pit. Mm, 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 mm. Why are these option spreads ridiculous? Because of implied volatility, Eddie. Market makers don't know which way to go right now. Bye, everybody. When VIX gets below 20, it'll be a lot better manageability for spreads. Bye, folks. Have a great day. Please, 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 please be careful. Be careful. And remember, you don't need to do a large position size right now. Volatility will take care of that.